So, folks, we gotta talk about the poison air that people are breathing in across the United States. Really not great. Massive wildfires in Canada and across the across the American side of the border up there. Awful air quality, sending people to
If you are in
hospitals.
WA, don't forget to vote. The primary is in 2 weeks and I demand
True.
excellent turnout. Also, if you are in CD3 and don't vote, I will hunt you down.
Dragonfly, thank you for the tier 4 sub. May you reign over the tier 1 subscribers and the non-subscribers, of course. Thank you very much for your support. And yes, folks, go vote. Go vote in your primaries. Very important. Now, I will say here, we were talking about poison air. Y'all need to stop breathing it. You know, through changing, not by stopping your breathing. I mean, preferably by changing laws and, you know, mitigating climate change and having better forestry care practices.
Also, the Michigan primary is in 4 weeks.
Hell yes. Coder Joe, thank you for the 2 tier 1 subs. We are going to be talking about the Michigan primary race soon here on tonight's show. So do stay tuned to that, folks. And for those of you watching this segment at home when it's not live, that video will either have come out before or after this. Have fun figuring out which it is. Anyway, conservatives are big mad about the fact that they can't breathe smog polluted air and air polluted with the, you know, remains of a trillion dead trees. They're really upset that they can't do that and that the science tells them it's unhealthy. So, of course, they would rather just pretend there's no problem at all.
2 weeks. August 4th. Michigan. Vote.
Oh, God. This just in. We got this information and then corrected information from Coder Joe. Thank you for the additional 2 tier 1 subs, Coder Joe. Let's take a look at some of the just conservative talking points on whether or not it's safe to breathe smoke from wildfires.
Air quality experts say exposure to the smog increases the likelihood of asthma attacks, strokes, and heart attacks for everyone.
If you are healthy and active, this is not the time you want to be exercising outdoors.
You'll feel in your eyes, you'll feel it, you'll have a headache, but also there's a serious risk of heart attack, asthma attack for kids and adults. So this is a very serious event.
Like good little lemmings, just like during COVID, thousands of New Yorkers are now masked up like they're being strangled with these N95 cover your whole lower extremity.
Yeah, that's right, folks. Cover your hole. Cover your holes!
Thing for absolutely no reason.
Air quality alert, and then it says...
We did talk about this guy in a previous video. You aren't imagining that, but they have continued to be insane about this issue.
Limit outdoor activity. I'm a free man living in a free country, and some government bureaucrat is telling me limit outdoor activity.
Wildfires seem to only be affecting like left-wing jurisdictions recently. California, Canada. You don't hear about wildfires in like,
Florida,
Alabama.
Well, I mean,
Florida.
They are swamps though. So
Do you
Fuck, the Tim Pool cast of characters. It's not just me, right? They have gotten dumber, right?
Think more politicians are going to say, "Oh, this is the climate crisis. We got to watch out. This is what's happening."
Air quality in the tri-state area, Laura, tonight has been deemed unhealthy. I know you want to ride your bike, you want to hang out in the park. Do yourself a favor. Stay inside tonight.
I'm certainly not going to wear one of those goofy masks.
What you can do is limit your exposure. And believe it or not, I hate to say this, I know you're going to cringe, but those KN95 masks...
Not a chance. Not a chance.
They actually get rid of 95% of the particles.
Air quality experts say...
I love it. I love that we live in a world now where conservatives are just like, oh yeah? Health? My health? Negatively impacted by breathing in fire smoke, you say? Well, I'm not a pussy. I'm gonna breathe in all the fire smoke. Smoke inhalation has never killed anybody. Yeehaw! They run into a burning building just to get like a breath of fresh air. Like, it's insane. It's truly insane. Right? Like, they look outside, they see a sky yellow with apocalypse particles. And they're just like, why would I not want to breathe that in? Lung cancer, what's that? Asthma, what's that? Strokes, what are those? All I know is I like breathing free air, and I'm going to inhale as many apocalypse particles as I can, because I'm a free individual with a thinking brain that's thinking progressively slower and slower as I inhale more of these smoke fumes. It genuinely, this is a scene from like some kind of like Mel Brooks comedy. You know, like we've gotten to the point where the entire scam of selling fresh air or canned air, that's a real thing now. That's a real thing you can buy. We're selling air now. Guys, Republicans are out there being like, I'm a man. I'll go and poison myself just to prove it. It's crazy. And on top of that, of course, this has wider geopolitical ramifications because the Republican Party, need I remind you, controls the House and the Senate and the presidency. Here's Donald Trump. We are holding Canada responsible for the fact that they are not properly maintaining their forests and brush therein. I've never gotten over the fact that he just capitalizes random fucking words. Forests and brush, for whatever reason, is capitalized. Also, I love the fact that he's trying to elevate his speech by adding therein. And the United States is being unnecessarily invaded by filthy, polluted, and unhealthy air, the quality of which is dangerous and totally unacceptable. I will call the Prime Minister during the day to find out what they're going to do about it. The cost is incalculable. Canada has refused to engage in basic forest management and debris removal, knowing that such refusal will lead to exactly this result. This is willful negligence and becoming a yearly occurrence, costing the United States billions of dollars, which cost of this pollution must of necessity be added to the tariffs Canada is currently paying. Thank you for your attention to this matter, President Donald J. Trump. So, again, ghastly tree, exactly. Most of Canada is wilderness that's uninhabited. And I just want to say, this is insane. We have the President of the United States here effectively casting global warming-induced wildfires as an act of war from Canada on the United States. That's why he's talking about an invasion of dirty air. He's saying that this was deliberately caused by Canada to attack the United States. This is disgusting. This is disgusting on every level. Like, I live in Minnesota. We're very close with Canada here. There's a very active, border community in Minnesota with Canada, and it breaks my goddamn heart to see the actual, damage this is doing. For folks, I'm seeing folks in Canada talking about this who are just like, what the fuck is wrong with America and Americans? Do people in America actually think like this? And I don't know anybody in America who thinks like this outside of people who are fully and well and truly in the Trump cult, within MAGA. This is insane. This is insane. It's just absolutely insane. It's unhinged from reality. And yet, it is shaping actual honest-to-God U.S. policy. Trump has today imposed a 50% tariff on Canadian goods. And he is trying to cast this as a part of an ongoing trade dispute with Canada. But I want to remind you all that Donald Trump actually renegotiated all of the deals between the United States and Canada last time he was president. And now he's trying to say, well, we're putting more tariffs on Canada because of the smoke and because they're screwing us on all of these trade deals that he fucking made. And not only that, again, I can't believe we are years into his second presidency. And the media still just talks about this as if Canadians and Canada are going to be paying these tariffs. That's not how tariffs work. Americans pay the tariffs. Like, guys, I don't know what to do when our media ecosystem in America is so bad that I can't believe anytime there's a story like this, every mainstream news network isn't leading with the fact that, hey guys, you dipshits pay the tariffs. You American dipshits, you pay the tariffs. That's passed on to you.
Fun fact, I'm pretty sure these new tariffs are literally imposed using the Smoot-Hawley Tariff Act.
No, they are!
Great Depression 2 any % speed run.
God, this is all because the Republican-controlled Congress, with Donald Trump in charge, after they made the 2020 USMCA deal, declined to renew the deal. Donald Trump started a fucking trade war for no reason other than to look like he's doing something so he can play around with tariff rates. It's insane. It's truly, truly insane. God, I hate all of this. And, like, of course, Republicans are now all blaming Canada for terrible air quality. And I just want to point out here's some local news coverage from Utah, right? Utah environmentalists worry about proposed EPA rule to skip public comment on some air permits. What does that mean? It means that the EPA, Trump's EPA, wants to basically skip any actual public comment, any actual public feedback on proposed environmental rules that they want to pass. Because basically, Trump's EPA wants to expedite air quality permits to allow for more data centers to be built. You know, the data centers that they're building at record rates with the fucking gas turbines. It's awful. Everywhere you look in America, it's awful.
Climate change? Only solution is to invade Canada. Teresa Billboard explaining tariffs near me with a big President Xi smiling.
Didn't Canada send firefighters to help us fight our fires? Yes! I remember back in 2025, Canada sent like 250, I believe 250 firefighters to help fight the Palisades fire. They also like sent aircraft, like the water aircraft carriers that like drop huge amounts of water on big forest fires. They literally helped the United States. They the Canada, Mexico have been stepping up to help the United States as Donald Trump's government fucks both of them over. It's terrible. It's terrible. In 2020, they sent around 600 firefighters to the United States. This is truly, the disgusting heart of MAGA, which is to take and take and take from everyone and anyone and give all that they've taken to the wealthiest people possible. Not to the little guy, not to the working people, but to the charlatans, to the liars, to the thieves that make up the MAGA government. It is the goddamn scam economy. It is awful. I hate it. It is the ugly heart of MAGA. Willing to bet the US isn't sending any firefighters to help Canada? I mean, certainly not the federal government in the United States. I can tell you, though, that Minnesota's been sending firefighters to Canada because, again, there's a special relationship between Minnesota and Canada, and there's actually like a mutual aid agreement. This might not be like common knowledge, probably isn't, but there's a mutual aid compact between many of the states around the Great Lakes and Canada to send firefighters back and forth in the case of wildfire. So Canadian firefighters often come to Minnesota to fight the Boundary Waters wildfires, and Minnesota firefighters go up into Canada to fight wildfires on the Canadian side of the border. It's a whole thing. But like, that wonderful relationship is being harmed every fucking day. Every time this president goes and posts on social media, tee-hee, we're gonna take over Canada. We're gonna conquer Canada. Isn't that cute? Isn't that a funny little meme to post? And it's disgusting. Threatening war against a longtime ally that helps us and is in every way a wonderful neighbor is truly a disgusting and traitorous act. And if they're willing to do that, there's no one that they can be a good ally to whatsoever. And you have all of this backstabbing, all of this betrayal, championed and cheerled by, frankly, a MAGA news collective that is also out there telling people, I would never wear a mask if there was poison gas in the air, and that's fucking stupid. It's just stupid, it's asinine, and we need to grow beyond the MAGA quick for our own survival. This is, by the way, why in a 2028 world, there needs to be fucking accountability. Accountability needs to be meted out because far too many people for far too long have been making careers off of spreading disinformation, misinformation, outright lies to the general public. And it cannot be permitted to continue. It just cannot. It is not survivable for us to tolerate this level of dishonesty, this level of fucking scammery and thievery and thuggery. It is not tolerable. Makes me so goddamn mad. Useless masks give a sense of safety, which that isn't there, which is dangerous. Man, like, do you guys think that like when carpenters wear like masks to filter out sawdust from getting in their lungs, or like miners wear masks to avoid getting the coal dust in their lungs, that's just a useless thing that they do? Like, are y'all in MAGA literally sitting there thinking like air filters don't do anything? That's like, I don't understand y'all. Oh, hey, yeah, the masks that stop water droplets that communicate disease, yeah, they don't do anything. Except, stop the water droplets that contain the bacteria or viruses that might infect other people. This is delusional anti-science thinking to like be spreading. It's crazy. When you're like in a literal situation where people are denying a kind of medical intervention that was invented in like 1300, I don't know what to tell you. Dude, like, I don't know. If you don't believe in masks, go work in a coal mine for a couple years without a mask. See how that goes for you. Like, holy shit. Look at the study. What study? Tell me the name of the study. I'll go look it up. You're posting a lot in chat. You haven't linked the study. You didn't say what study it was. I'm willing to look at your study. I guarantee you it doesn't say what you think it says. Look up comment. Your comment was, I do believe in science. There was a double-blind study on masks in Bangladesh. Look it up. It was the My John Hopkins and Stanford. That's science.
Rebreather? Sounds like REWOKE to me. I just did what my granddad did. Made sure my lungs have a fresh coat of all-natural asbestos. Masks are for lib cucks. Black lung, black schmung.
Yeah, all those folks who came to work on this office when they had to work with the asbestos in here, and they put on masks. I guess that didn't do anything for them. It's crazy. Bob Bunny, post the name of the study. The name of the study. All you gotta do, copy, name, paste in the chat. You can't share links. Give the study name. If it's such a great piece of evidence, share the name of the study. I believe in your ability to copy-paste. But maybe I overestimate your abilities. Are you useless? No Google? I can Google. You're the one providing the citation, bitch. If you can't provide the citation, that's your problem. Because I know masks work. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Fewer particles of water being put out in front of your face if you are sick reduces infection rate. Fewer particles of coal or dust or asbestos or sawdust entering your lungs is better for you.
You don't need a rebreather if your mouth is full of muff.
God damn. Like, I'm doing a show right now. Like, I'm not gonna stop it to Google something that you say on a whim. If I did that, I would never get anything covered on this show. Fuck. Sake Tanuki, thank you for the 5 tier 1 subs.
I bet MAGA think epidemiology is some form of skin treatment for wrinkles. Or sore feelings.
No, they think it's woke. They think it's woke bullshit. They don't think epidemiology is real. They literally don't think it's real. It's why, like, I don't even know how to emphasize this. RFK Jr., the guy in charge of our nation's health right now, literally doesn't believe in germ theory. Like, they're all operating off of, like, miasma theory and, like, some form of, like, the 4 humors. Like, it's genuinely that bad. Like, I'm not even joking here. He literally espouses miasma theory. Like, this is where we're at.
Here's the study. Prevalence of COVID dropped from 8.6% to 7% in the study by masking.
Oh, damn. So it was effective. Crazy. I can't with these people, man. I fucking
MAGA
can't.
is care for your brain when you think it has too many wrinkles.
That's true. You want to polish it smooth like a stone in a river. So cool. Let's see. Persuading people to mask. Even in places where it is obligatory, people tend to optimistically overstate their compliance for mask wearing. How then can we persuade more of the population at large to act for the greater good? Abalak et al. Undertook a large cluster randomized trial in Bangladesh involving hundreds of thousands of people, although mostly men, over a 2-month period. Colored masks of various construction were handed out free of charge, accompanied by a range of mask-wearing promotional activities inspired by market research. Using a grassroots network of volunteers to help conduct the study and gather data, the authors discovered that mask wearing averaged 13.3% in villages where no interventions took place, but increased to 42.3% in villages where in-person interventions were introduced. Villages where in-person reinforcement of mask wearing occurred also showed a reduction in reporting COVID-like illnesses, particularly in high-risk individuals. Oh no! The study you cited actually shows that 1, convincing people to wear masks worked, and 2, god damn it.
I'm not high enough,
fucking hate these
and you
people.
don't get paid enough. Wear a fucking mask in public and during negative climate events.
2 Spectral Wolves, thank you for the 5 tier 2 subs. My god, upstreaming? Not upstreaming. Showing up, Sake Tanuki, with a tier higher. My god, thank you very much for the 5 tier 2 subs. But, like, imagine citing this study that shows people wore masks when masks became available to them and they were told how important it was, and then that also reduced transmission rates. And guys, if masks can stop germs from spreading, they can also stop particles from entering your lungs. I feel like I'm bashing my head against a wall here. It's stupid. It is stupid as hell that in 2026, a year we were supposed to have fucking, I don't know, jet cars or something, I'm having to explain basic medicine that was known about during the fucking Black Death. God damn. This isn't even a segment. I didn't even intend for this to be a segment. Maybe it is now. I don't know. Go join your Dems and your DSA. Do other things that are good. Wear a goddamn mask if you're sick. And if the sky is yellow because there are so many fucking flame particles in the sky. MAGA, like when we talk about MAGA being a death cult, it's quite literally, like, I don't know what else to call MAGA if not a death cult when they're out here talking of like breathing is fucking woke. We're cooked, and not just by wildfires here. They were probably trolling. No, unfortunately, MAGA genuinely doesn't think that masks do anything now, right? Like if masks can prevent germs from spreading, they certainly prevent particles of much larger things from entering your lungs.
The sad thing is that I bullshit around with the whole breathing is woke. Science says so. Nonsense. But there are legitimately people who come into vertical chat that are dumber than my parodies.
That's the thing. Like, we're getting to the point where MAGA cultists are genuinely beyond parody. Like, they're genuinely just gone. So many of the MAGA type are waiting for Jesus to come and save them. I heard someone actually say shit similar to that. When Jesus comes back, he can fix the environment. It's true. Like, there is a certain apocalyptic Christian MAGA perspective that it doesn't matter what human beings do to the earth because Jesus is going to come back and save us all, you know, in our darkest hours. So why not hasten the darkest hour of humanity? That, like, this is apocalyptic rapture thinking, you know? Some people really do think that. It's true. We're tired of being the adults in the room. I want to just... Guys, you have no idea how badly I want to just be a silly little guy. You have no idea how badly I just want to be like a silly little like variety streamer. And yet, I am forced to constantly talk about the horrors of the world. You know? Please, sir, we need water. No, my child, only wine. Recently found out one of my coworkers is a young Earth creationist. They really do think like that. It's true. It's true. And it's just like... Fuck. Anyway, if you guys want to help make things better, get involved in your local politics. Join your local Dems, join your local DSA, kick out these corporate-backed politicians from your local area. Make sure that the politicians that are coming up in your neck of the woods are actually going to fight for the working people of your area. And join your local DSA. Help organize working people. All right? If you need help doing either of those things, join our Discord. Reach out to GamerG for help joining your local DSA. Reach out to Dragonfly for help joining your local Dems. And folks, if you want to get involved in races across the country outside of your local area, you can check out a link down below in the description for Progressive Victory. They'll help connect you to all kinds of different campaigns across the country to do door knocking, phone banking, text banking, etc. Go check them out. Progressive Victory. And last but not least, folks, check out ImogeneOlivia.com, gender euphoric lingerie designed from the ground up for trans femmes, tested with cis men, cis women, non-binary folks. It is comfortable, sexy, non-tucking lingerie. And we just got a huge restock. There's a new color, 2 new sizes. Go check it out, ImogeneOlivia.com. Link down in the doobly-doo. Let's keep on going.
Riverboat Jack is going to town. All the viewers gather around. Twitch and YouTube and Swishy streams. All that content is bursting the seams. Politics, gaming, plenty more. Your sense of fashion you'll adore. So grab your stuff and hop aboard. We're going straight to Jack's Discord. Riverboat Jack.